Some king crab.
Previously on
She wasn't the one for him. Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are just doing some deshelled king crab. And I have my butter sauce over here. And for today's drink, we'll just call this a island breeze. So I'm gonna go ahead and say grace. All right, let's taste this. That's good. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna start calling this sauce Florida sauce because I use my Florida seasoning pack to get this all together. So I think we're gonna name it Florida sauce. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with this piece right here. Now I do want to let y'all know that y'all friend is back. Your little neighbor's dog. He been showing out already. So y'all, I watched the new show. Y'all got to get y'all popcorn for this one. Oh, that's hot. Let me turn this down. Y'all got to get y'all popcorn for this. So the name of the show is Date from Hell. So it started with a girl and her friend. I need to get this meat from out of here. A girl and her friend traveled to Italy. And it was their last night there. So they went to a restaurant. So the restaurant owner came over talking to him. You know, he see two attractive American girls. So he come over to talk to him. And he tells them that one of his friends was a really popular artist. That he had a really nice studio with all his paintings, and if they wanted to meet him, he would introduce them. So of course they was excited to meet this popular artist. So he comes over to the table. I hope y'all got y'all popcorn. He comes over to the table. So the woman, when she was telling the story, she was just saying, you know, he was an attractive guy, real smooth talker. And he was asking them if they wanted to come see some of his work. So they was like, no, you know, we're leaving in the morning. We got to get back to our room. So the owner of the restaurant makes the joke like, oh, what, you scared he gonna try to rape you or something? So they like, that's a very bad joke. Like, you know, you shouldn't joke around like that. Like, that's not funny. So they sat there for a while, had some wine, and then they agreed to go to the studio. So they went to his studio. He did have some really nice paintings, and they was impressed with his work. So after that, they went back to the restaurant. His name was Marco. So Marco, and we'll call the girl Carrie, and her friend is April. So Marco, Carrie, and April all go back to the restaurant. And he asked Carrie if she wanted to go to a piano bar down the street. So she said, you know, no, we have a flight in the morning. I don't think we're gonna go, you know. So he said, okay, well, if you change your mind, that's where I'll be. So her and her friend leave. They get halfway down the street and Carrie decides that she wants to just have fun on her last night. So she wanted to go ahead and hang out with the guy. So they're at the piano bar, having wine, listening to music. So she goes to the bathroom to freshen up. That's hot. Let me make sure I turn this off. She goes to the bathroom to freshen up. Come out of the bathroom, Marco getting into it with some guy. So they arguing. She said it was like a really heated argument. So come to find out, Marco wanted to buy, it was the guy that sells the flowers after the club or whatever. Marco wanted to buy the whole bucket of flowers for Carrie. So that's what they were arguing about, the price. So I guess they come to an agreement. He buys her the whole bucket of flowers. So she like, you know, what I'm gonna do with all these flowers? Like, I gotta leave in the morning. Like, I gotta get on a plane. Now I look like I just won a pageant. You done gave me all these flowers. So he starts to tell her about his beautiful apartment and how, you know, you could see all the beautiful buildings, and it was celebrities that came to his apartment before. He said that Robert De Niro had been on his patio because of you know, the nice view. So she was like, okay, he seemed pretty nice, so I'll just go back to his apartment, because, you know, he didn't lie about his studio. So, you know, the guy's pretty legit. So she said she get into his apartment, and it's basically like a studio apartment. Like, it's not as fancy as she thought it was gonna be. She said the bed was like right there as soon as you walk in. Like, it just wasn't what she thought it was gonna be. So he take on the patio, and the view was amazing. She said it was beautiful. The skyline was nice. She loved it. It was breathtaking, is what she said. So she's outside on the patio, and he goes in. Let me put this up here. He goes in. Y'all hear y'all friend? Somebody better get that dog. So he goes in the house, start blasting the music, grabs some weed and a bottle of rum. He starts smoking the weed, asking her if she wanted some weed. So she's like, no, I don't know weed. He taking the rum to the head. So then she was like, okay, it's time for me to go. So she tried to grab her bags and stuff and tell him, you know, it's time for me to leave. So he grabs her by her head, and he didn't kiss her, he bit her lips. And she said it wasn't like in a cute way, like a sexy way. It was like he bit her lips, like he wanted to cause her pain. So when she pulled back, her lips were bleeding. So he was clearly drunk. So then she tried to push him out of the way. He grabbed her by her waist, put his hands down the back of her pants, and just dug his nails in her back and just was like scratching. So her whole back was just like bloody. So at that point, she knew, okay, I'm not getting out of here, at least without a fight. So he's way bigger than her, but she's trying to, you know, do whatever she could to keep him off of her. And he trying to unbuckle his pants. So they tussling. She finally, when he pushed her on the bed, she finally was able to kind of like kick at him. But she knew she couldn't get out of the front door. Mind you, he lived like on the 20th floor. So she knew she had to like jump over, but she did see, like when she was looking down, there was like a ledge that was pretty wide enough for her to, if she wanted to try to jump over, she can kind of land on it. So when she finally fought her way out, she said she had to jump over the balcony. So she was trying to jump over it, you know, climb over it, and then kind of like fall. So she got over the ledge, or over the balcony rail, but her sweater got stuck. So of course he came and tried to pull her up by her head. Okay. So they tussling, like she could just easily just fall to her death, like the way that it was set up out there. So, oh, that's so hot. So they tussling, and then her sweater pops and she falls down a few floors down to the ledge that she saw earlier. So it was like a flower pot that kind of broke her fall. So she just running, and well, of course she had to like walk around the building, close to the building. Finally she found like a little area that she can kind of climb off, and then so she's just like running. She's on top of the rooftop. It was like something from a movie. On top of the rooftop. Finally she came to like an apartment window. She knocked on the window, so scared, not knowing what was gonna happen. And it was, excuse me, it was a guy that answered the door. And he was just saying, you know, you're gonna scare my son, you're gonna scare my son. But he ended up helping her out. When she got to back to her hotel with her friend, they were able to call the cops. But the guy didn't end up going to jail because he didn't physically rape her. So he just got 5 years of probation. Yes. And when I heard that story, I immediately thought about the movie Taken, because it was basically the same thing. You know, you meet this young, attractive guy, and they tell you they want you to come party with them, and end up trying to kidnap you. It was crazy. So again, that show is called A Date from Hell. I watched a few of them today. Of course, we can't talk about all of them today. Whew. Okay guys, so I hope you're done eating if you're eating with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the next 2 videos at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you guys on the next one. Merry Christmas.